We are here today to honor and celebrate the life of Michael Louviere, one of the finest young men I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. I would like to thank everyone for the outpouring of love and support. It has been an overwhelming source of strength for Michael's family and the Westwego Police Department. I would like to say thank you to Michael's parents, Randy and Pam Louviere, for raising such a wonderful young man. I want you to know that Michael loved you and was proud to be your son. Ashley, thank you, Kinley and Elijah, for sharing Michael with us. Please know that he will never be forgotten by his brothers and sisters in law enforcement, and he will forever be a part of the Westwego Police Department. Michael was our brother. He was taken away from us way too soon by a senseless act of violence. The first time I heard the name Michael Louviere, I was sitting at my desk. Lieutenant Danny Johnson walked in with a look of pure excitement on his face. Danny was conducting pre-employment interviews. He said, "Chief, you're gonna love this kid. His name's Michael Louviere, and he's a Marine." I met with Michael for the first time about a week later. My first impression was a good one. I remember thinking, this young man is really squared away. We talked about his proud service as a United States Marine. Being an old Marine myself, we felt that brotherhood. From that day forward, on many occasions, I would refer to him as Marine. We hired Michael and sent him to the Kenner Police Academy, where he finished first in his class in academics, physical fitness, and firearms proficiency. Michael made a lasting impression on his classmates and instructors, most of whom are here today to honor their brother. In fact, Michael made such an impression that this week we received a call from the Kenner Police Department and Chief Michael Glazer informing us that starting with the next class at the Kenner Police Department, an award named in Michael's honor will be given to the most outstanding recruit in each class. Michael was one of the brightest young officers I had ever seen in my 28 years in law enforcement. He was the type of officer that every police chief is looking for, an officer that you knew would shine a positive light on your department and would make you very proud. Michael was dedicated to protecting and serving our citizens. He was a professional that treated everyone with respect and dignity, while showing love and compassion. Michael was a man of God who could make a tough physical arrest and then pray with that suspect. On more than one occasion, Michael could be heard telling a suspect that this moment, this arrest, will not define your life. It's what you do from this point forward that will define who you are. And that's the type of young man Michael Louviere was. But Michael was also just one of the guys. He loved to joke around with his brother and sister officers. He always had a corny joke or was doing something silly to put a smile on your face. His two newest passions were golf and gardening. For Mike, his garden was where he could spend time with his children, Kinley and Elijah. Mike got with our resident Green Thumb and his friend, Officer Donald Galliano, and it was full speed ahead. He would tell other officers jokingly that he was living off the land and was recently heard telling everyone, you guys just have to try my carrots. For Mike, that was just who he was. For Michael's passion for golf, he sought out our resident golf expert, Captain Eddie Beyerback, and once again, it was full speed ahead. He recently told Eddie, my golf computer is gonna be here on Friday and pro by May. That was Mike's can-do spirit. But once again, he found a way to incorporate his children. Even though golf is not what we would call a team sport, he made sure to involve Kinley and Elijah. He was affectionately also known to his shift supervisor as Sergeant Ronell Laporte, who loved him and became part of Michael and Ashley's family, as her little overachiever. Well, her little overachiever was at it again on his last shift. Michael responded to a medical call, where he was the first officer to arrive. Michael immediately assessed the situation. He began CPR and saved the life of the patient. The patient was remarkably able to speak with her family that night. Michael is loved by the men and women of the Westwego Police Department, and he has made an impression that will last with us for a lifetime. But Michael's greatest love was his family. When I would see him in the halls and I'd say, "How's it going, Marine?" he would always talk about his family. He loved Ashley, Kinley, and Elijah with every ounce of his being. He was so proud of you and loved you with more than words could ever express. Ashley, you, Kinley, and Elijah are part of our family, and you will never be forgotten. The men and women of the Westwego Police Department love and will always stand by you. Michael, I know you're listening, and I want you to know that the outpouring of love for you and your family from the citizens of Westwego and the entire country is unbelievable. Michael, we love you, and we will miss you. You will always be in our hearts. You will always be in the hearts of your brothers and sisters at the Westwego Police Department. And you will remain in my heart for the rest of my life. I know if I could look on heaven's scenes, I would see that the streets are guarded by yet another police officer who is a United States Marine. Rest easy, my young officer and Marine. Your watch is over. Your brothers and sisters will watch over and take care of your family. Thank you.